No, is the answer.
No, they can't hear us.
Look at this. Who's
Mom,
this? Look at that.
my
Look at him.
He's
He's
so
so
cute.
What is happening now?
Jeez.
What is happening now?
Oh, look at him. Look at how cute
Look
he
at
is.
him. It's working. It's working.
Hey,
Now we have sound. Let's.
Oh, so now they can hear us.
I'm just showing off all these pics. Jimin. I can't back Jimin anyway. Okay. Okay.
Hi, guys.
Hey, you know what?
Hi, everyone.
We're just letting everybody find us. Come on in. How's everybody doing?
Chaos reigns, guys. Chaos reigns.
It's okay. Ah, okay. Okay.
So we don't have to mime the entire live.
That's probably good. I am no good at charades.
Charades.
Charades or charades?
Mhm.
Don't teach
I mean,
me.
it's actually charades, but I like to say things
Katrina.
wrong for
No, don't teach me words bad pronunciation. The Spaniard gets it wrong then.
Sorry,
and
I'm sorry.
makes fun of the
I'm sorry
Spaniard.
for my fault. I'm sorry for my fault. I do enjoy charades,
Okay.
but I'm very
Happy
bad at
Wednesday.
them.
You know what?
I'm very
Jennifer
bad
has
at
an excellent point. She says Hobie's destruction continues. Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
He's about
Facts.
if he
Facts.
hasn't gone on stage
I
in
do
San Antonio
believe-
tonight. Yeah.
I know he's literally going on stage like now.
Yeah.
I do believe that my portion of Hobie begins with Hobie continues his North American tour of destruction. So
Yeah.
I think that's how pretty positive that's how I start his portion of the
If you do not want to fall in love or fall further in love with Jungkook, I would stay off your timeline for the foreseeable future, because there is nothing but Hobie goodness everywhere.
I mean,
Everywhere.
I shared with the admins today this guy that went to the concert in Mexico City who had the best sign of the concert. On the front it said, I'm an army husband, and on the back it said, I'm here with my wife to see her boyfriend.
That's
which
right.
I think is very accurate.
valid point. I mean that is
Valid
the kind of husband we all need.
Valid point. Valid point.
Very valid.
He just, and people just keep sharing their pics and videos, which is just awesome.
Rude. It's so
I know.
rude. And I love
He was-
every second of it.
He was in the Spurs jersey for sound check tonight, and he turned around and it had the Hope on the back of it, and he took it off, and just Hobie things.
Just stripping on stage. Just stripping on stage. Why not? At this point in time, why the fuck not? Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we just take off our clothes on stage? This is where we've reached. The point we have reached in our journey with one Jun Hosuk. From the man who would tease us about the abs he never showed us to somebody stripping on stage. So
and then he just smirks over his shoulder and gives us a little giggle because that's how he is.
He knows what he's doing.
Anyway,
he knows what he's doing.
Well, you know what? We're 11 minutes in, so I think we could get started.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Is that cool? Is that cool? No? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. It is fine.
Everything is fine.
Well, exactly. Well, looks like I'm welcome and intro for tonight. So everyone, welcome. Welcome to Army Project 529. We are so glad you found us. What are we? Well, here's the deal, okay? There's 529 days between January 1, 2024 and Festa 2025, which is fast approaching. And so Stephanie, our esteemed leader, who is not here tonight, she's working hard, and she might join us later if she can. But Stephanie, our esteemed leader, thought, you know what? There's going to be no new content for those 529 days. So we might as well. Yeah. So we might as well just go back and do a recap of Bangtan's illustrious career thus far, OT7 content, as well as their solo stuff. And as it turned out, we really underestimated what we were going to get in those 529 days. And so we became a project that not only looks backward with research and talking about their videos and music before they went into the military, but we're also moving forward with them. And every time they release something new or any little new bit of content or music, we talk about that as well. So you are in the right place if you love well-researched content about Bangtan, smart discussions. We don't really go in for the drama. Not so much. Not so much. If we're ever going to talk about tea, it's going to be weak tea. We much prefer, reporting on the facts and just talking about theories and stuff about Bangtan. And we welcome all levels of Army. If you are baby Army, welcome. We love you. If you're OG Army and you've been around for a while, welcome. So all different levels. And the only rule in our Discord server is they have to be over 18. That's it. And you have to love all 7. That's it, which not hard to do. So yeah, so welcome. That's us. Trish is up next.
So I am next. From the very beginning, we decided we were going to be about content, but we are also about finding Army community. And we have a map. You can put yourself in a map and find other armies that live in your area. We don't give personal information. We just give social media handles. Add yourself to the map. You find it on our website. You probably have a link pinned right now in the chat that basically tells you where you can find that. And we also are about meeting friends in real life in our Kansas City meetup, which is happening in July this year. I think it's starting July 25th to the July 27th. We did it last year. We had a lot of fun. We had almost 100 people. This year, we're having it for more people. We're having it more days. We had a day and a half last year. We're having 3 days, so double the fun. And we can't wait to see old friends and new friends in Kansas City this summer. And then now I'm gonna make an announcement in Spanish, so you can all look astonished in English. Cristina will understand. Estamos planeando cosas que hacer en nuestro segundo capítulo cuando acabemos el blog. Y estoy buscando a gente que hable español. Si estáis en el Discord, por favor, mandarme un mensaje porque queremos empezar a hacer contenido en español. Y nada, pues ya sabéis quién soy. Soy Patricia, me podéis encontrar en el Discord. That's it.
En español. Con sabor. Con sabor.
I heard a lot of Spanish and I heard a lot of Discord. And other than that,
yeah. So
I didn't know what the announcement was about. I wouldn't know.
So you kind of get it. So you kind of get a gist of what I said. Now I'm going to translate like Namjoon does. So for chapter 2 of AP 529, I want to start doing some content in Spanish. So I'm asking all the armies that are watching tonight, if you speak Spanish and you want to do some content in Spanish with me for the project, I have some ideas. I would like to talk to you. Please send me a message in Discord. That's it.
Nice. Oh, look, Steph chimed in right on time. She said she loves it when you speak Spanish.
Well, might have to do that more often.
Uh-oh. Apparently Steph enjoys our native jargon.
Our native jargon. All right. Who's up next? Lisa? Yeah.
She's having a mic issue right now.
Oh, wait.
We can hear you, but I don't.
They're on the.
Can we get thumbs up if we can hear Quince?
It's working for me now. Diane says it's working for her now.
Hold on.
Diane? Claro que sí. Please. Nope.
Yeah, sorry. It just played. Can you hear me now? It's like 30 seconds behind.
No worries.
You leave the meetup and come back, but leave everything else going. It should be fine. Right.
Yeah. We're only going to know if we try it.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's tap in.
Let's try it. Let's test.
We're going to find out. sometimes when you fuck around, the find out is fun and you learn new things. So, you know. So
There you go.
It's
No one talk except Quince.
Mhm. Open up your chat on the side so it'll slide the screen over into the center.
Aww.
Very mute. So mute. Chat on the side so it'll slide the screen over into the center.
Okay, they can hear you, but it's super faint. So can you try turning it up in OBS again? Okay. Everything's max. It takes like 30 seconds to find out, so you have to hold on.
Steph.
Steph is having
Thanks,
a blast.
Steph. Thanks, Stephanie.
She's enjoying,
Loving the
she's
show.
enjoying all of this. She really is.
Yeah, we love you too. Scoff.
I need my blanket, thank you.
It takes like 30 seconds to find out.
I know.
She's enjoying all of this.
It's all right.
Somebody's YouTube is loud enough. It's creating
It's
a feedback
me. It's me trying to listen to see if they can hear.
I got you.
Well, you know what? We'll keep working on that, but I can do Quince's part because we're on week 63 of the blog. We are third week of Gym March. And let me just tell you something. This blog, my friend Lisa, as she writes this blog, this Jimin stuff, it's really, really good. Like, it's all good. This Jimin stuff that I won't hide anymore, even if it hurts, for week 3 with Jimin is really good. So I definitely recommend, if you haven't had a chance yet, go to the blog, read the week 63 one. And then we had some people in the last one saying, you know, I have to play catch up with the blog or feeling a little bit guilty. Don't feel guilty. Go back, and whenever you can, the blog is there. It'll be there. It's free. So you can go back and start reading whatever you want. You could start with the solo months if you want and go backwards for OT7. It's however you want to do it. Right. But I definitely recommend that you check it out. Cool.
That is
all right.
Good.
Yeah. And then
okay. So then tonight is our midweek tea. So for those of you who know us, and for those of you who are new to us, we go live twice a week, every Sunday and every Wednesday. And on Sunday, we do our Sunday deep dive where we go into a topic in more depth. And on Wednesday, we bring you all the member news that happens throughout the week and any shenanigans that happen on Kim Namjoon's internet. And this week, we're going to be talking about the drama surrounding JK's stock theft, what happens when you fuck around and you now reach your find out era in court, and the meaning of consent. So stick around for that, and it'll be fun. It's going to be quite the week tea. The week tea is I don't know, more lukewarm this week than usual. So there you
Slightly
go.
warmer. Slightly warmer.
It's been heated a little bit. Anyways, so Patricia,
so we start with the member news in fashion order as usual. We start with Mr. Kim Namjoon. So Namjoon seems to be in the last holiday before he's released from the military or prison, like he thinks he is in prison. He was on a holiday and he posted a whole report of him Namjooning around, including a photo of himself in front of a billboard with his young Jin pointing at it.
That was cute.
Subtly. The music that he put on that post actually kind of gives a clue of how he feels, because it's a Von Iver song titled if only I could wait. And the verse of that song that was in there said, if only I could wait, but before me is a ways out. Can I live inside the state where the summers are charades? Now can I incur the weight? Am I really this afraid now? Which pretty much says this guy is so freaking done with the military. When I saw his run report this morning on Instagram, I think he's trying to tell you how fast he's gonna run. He also posted in his stories a picture from an exhibition called Out of the Blue. It's a photo booth picture of himself, which actually comes from an Instagram post from Jungkook, who was the designer that did that exhibition. And on another news, everybody wanted to get the documentary. We're getting the documentary. RM's Right People Wrong Place, the documentary, is going on pre-sale on Weavers on Thursday, March 27th at 11 a.m. Korean time. I had no time to check what time is that here, but you can figure it out. And that's for Namjoon. He really wants to get out, and he looks so cute in his pictures, and I hope that it's short for him.
Yeah.
And
cool.
Jin,
I can do Jin if you want.
okay.
Wait a second, Christina. We're gonna see if she can replug her mic and change a setting and see if that fixes it for her.
Okay.
But we have to have everybody pause for a second.
We're gonna pause.
We're gonna
take a
pause.
microphone break as we think about Kim Namjoon
Over
and
here.
shenanigans that took place.
Kim Namjoon.
Kim Namjoon to get out so he can scold people in person for the shenanigans that are happening on his internet.
She's angry. She's angry.
Hold on. I gotta wait for this to tell me. Yes? Yes? They're saying yes?
The fuck? There we go. Okay. All right. Maybe they'll be able to hear me now. Now
Oh no, now they can't hear anything. But hold on, let's see. Okay, now I can hear Quince.
Hello.
Hello.
Mother, if this agenda doesn't stop doing this.
I'm just showing some good pics.
Oh my God, they can hear you.
We can hear. Oh, they said they can hear anybody else. So under desktop audio, click properties.
I'm there. I'm on it.
Can you hear everybody?
Hold please.
Jin. Oh my God, he's so beautiful.
Now they can hear Quince, but not us.
Okay, hold on. We're good. What about now?
Calm the fuck down. Everybody calm
Everyone just calm down.
Call us my dad and pour another drink.
I need one.
Uh-oh, who should we do next? Let's do Jimin.
Oh, Jimin. Ah.
The agenda keeps shrinking, and it's.
Fun times are being had.
It's great. You're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie. You might want to use a phone to open the agenda.
Can everybody be heard? That's the most important
Alright, I'm
thing.
just gonna host it, okay? I'm just gonna host it because this is not working.
Wait, Charisse said she can hear Doc.
Wait. Well, yeah, shock of all fucking shocks.
It says, I can hear you all, but very faintly. It's because they're hearing it through.
Without a fucking like,
Ah. All right, fine. I give up. We'll have to figure it out. I give up. Okay, stop streaming, but not end the broadcast.
Oh, here's another
Somebody
unique one.
put in the.
worked earlier.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand why this is a thing that is happening. It's happened multiple times now. Hey guys.
We're back.
Hopefully everything's working now.
Acknowledging.
I am distracting you with photos because look at these
Okay, so
photos.
I can close
Oh,
OBS.
my
Hold
God.
on.
I know, Christine.
I can close OBS now, right?
You're choosing violence now.
Sorry, Katie.
It's okay.
Yay, you can hear us.
Yeah.
Hear us?
Great.
Yep, it's working. Okay, Jin.
And we're on to
All right, I got it. Hi, everybody. Sorry. Great. Jin in Jin News. So he's going to be having a show coming out on Netflix on April 8th called Kian's Bizarre B&B.
it looks so
It
funny.
looks wild. It
looks like exactly what Jin would make a show.
Yeah,
as.
like imagine Jin just trying to run a B&B, and I think you've got the premise right there.
But like it's like they're trying to run a B&B, but specifically fuck with the guests, and that is excessively Jin coded.
Which is exactly what Jin would do.
Yeah.
Exactly what he
Pretty
would do,
much,
even if he was running one for serious.
Yeah. So that's happening. Look forward to that, April 8th. And then we had another episode of Run Jin drop yesterday. And this time it was fencing, which he's mentioned before. So I feel like he just says things and the staff writes them down and they're like, yeah, that's brilliant. Later. We're going to get to that. Like,
Right.
He just
And then they
Awesome.
saw his interaction with the fencer and they were like, fucking shit's going to go down. This is happening, guys.
Yeah. So I
These two
haven't
get
watched,
along great.
I haven't watched it yet, but it looks like brilliant. It looks fantastic. He looks fantastic, first of all. So, you know.
And if you think for 1 minute he didn't send that clip of him getting that apple on his first try to Jungkook in the group chat, then you don't know Bangtan. Because I promise.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Not even a
promise.
second was wasted.
He was like, Jungkook, look.
He knew.
He literally walked over to the staff and he was like, I need you to replay that footage for me. And he pulled out his phone and he filmed the camera of that footage and he sent it to the group chat immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. Yeah.
And
post
it
haste.
was all vicious about how he is he's an expert marksman even with a sword.
Yeah.
And Jungkook was immediately like, when do I practice fencing?
Yeah.
When do we
When do I
BTS style is what I would like to know.
When do I do
which is,
this?
like,
Yeah.
my thing. So
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
All right.
He was probably like, you post all those like shirtless pictures. Look at me. What I can do. I don't need to take my shirt off. Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go.
Exactly.
all I need
course-
to do is take this fencing hat off and shake my hair lusciously. Everybody will melt.
It is
Yeah,
looking pretty
immediately.
luscious these days, is it not? It is thick. The hair is grown. It is luscious. And of
His hair
course,
very-
we all saw him recently in J-Hope's Sweet Dreams Challenge, which was hilarious. And if you didn't watch the behind the Bangtan Bomb or the behind the shooting sketch for all the challenges, then you are doing yourself a disservice, friends, and you need to watch it post haste because hilarity, not just for Jin, but like everybody.
Like everybody, yeah, it was so good. That came out last week Tuesday, so good.
Yes, everyone should know about it. But since we weren't live last Wednesday, I figured I'd talk about it now.
True.
Good idea.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
speaking of rude, look at this picture. Youngles. Who doesn't want some Yoongi news?
Jungkook.
Who doesn't want
Yoongle.
news because
All right, here we
basically
go.
all of us.
I got 2 Yoongle things. So with D-Day, August D, look at him. August
Look at
D
him.
remains the first and only Asian act to reach #1 on the Billboard Rap Songwriters chart and #7 on the Billboard Rap Producers chart. Yes.
Wow.
August D. And then we got an adorable clip. As you know, Epic High is someone who BTS has looked up to for a while. So Tableau of Epic High, who has been on Showata, gave a shout out to Yoongi in their latest YouTube video. He shared a story about how Yoongi helped him prep to perform the song Fire at one of his concerts. And Tableau said that he would film himself in the practice room and send the footage to Yoongi. And Yoongi watched it and responded with, "This ain't it, Hung. This ain't it." And yeah, so that's really cute.
By the way, he also revealed that there's a cameo of Yoongi in one of his songs in one of the
He
shorts. that he
Yeah,
made.
hidden feature.
He
Yeah.
did,
Yeah.
and he did a really cool thing where he had 3 people, and he said, I forget what the third one was. Psy was the past, and then he had Yoongi in the middle, a little clip of him as the future of the music, and then the third one I can't remember.
I think it was Yankee. Yankee was the third one, and he represented the underground rap.
Oh, yes. I think you're right. Yep. So that was really cool. So little we love little Yoongi crumbs.
Yes. And a huge shout out also to Epic High. If you guys are not Epic High fans, you should get on that because
You
they
should
are
be.
amazing.
I love Epic High.
And
They're really good and they're funny as fuck.
they're so funny. They're so funny. And
So funny.
Tableau, like Christina said, has been on Suga, and he's good friends with both Yoongi and Namjoon. And he's also featured on some of their music. And yeah, you should just check them out.
Lately, they've been recording some variety shows that they have in their channel in YouTube. They're really funny. There's one that they're doing ballet wearing tutus, and there's like one that is really funny that they're actually looking at photo cards and comparing photo cards. And there's a bunch of Bangtan members in those photo cards.
I saw that one.
You should totally check it out.
Yeah, and Tableau also just to tell you like what actual like good people they are. He was literally just in his broadcast channel individually thanking fan accounts who have had Epic High fan accounts for like years now. Like he was like, I can't believe you guys still want to run these accounts and that you still care enough, but we're really grateful that you do. And so, just they're good people to follow. Anyway, moving on.
Speaking of things that Yoongi, and honestly probably Tableau, who I don't know very well, but I follow him on Instagram and I see some of his stories and his videos and they're very funny, would do, they would ask for your support and also thank you for your support. So let's talk about a couple ways that you can help support what we do, either financially, monetarily, or for free. We will welcome and accept all support. We are very, very grateful for support in any form. Even just being here, we're grateful. We never, honestly, when we started this, did we think anybody was going to show up? No. So we're very grateful. So if you are interested in supporting what we do, the lives, which usually go better than this, I'd like to say, the Discord The website, the blog, the watch parties, the map, the meetups, all the stuff that we do. If you'd like to support that, two ways you can do that. Off the top of my head are through our Patreon, which is a monthly subscription. We have it set up with $3, $5, and $10 a month, and that'll get auto drafted if you want to set that up. There's some benefits that come with those tiers, and we were just chatting actually last night about some ideas we have to help boost those and bring more content to our Patreon subscribers in our chapter 2. So if you're interested in that, you can find the link at the link pinned in the chat, which is ap529.com/links. We are so grateful for that support. Or if you'd like to get something tangible in return for your monies, we also have merch. Quince is wearing a little hat right now, a Shabal hat, which was actually Steph's idea. That came from her original site, Covert Fandom. And yeah, we have really cool designs that our team works really hard on, and we'd love for you to have those and wear those. We were like, I can't tell you how cool it was. My family, believe it or not, subscribes to the newsletter every week and like hassles me about it. And notebooks. I have a notebook too. And it was so cool to show them pictures from the concerts and be like, look, there's people wearing our shirts. We made those.
Yep.
That is very cool.
That's exciting.
That makes us so happy.
Yeah. So anyway, we love that, and we're proud when you guys wear it. We're proud of the work we do, and we hope you enjoy wearing them. And truly, honestly, the shirts are really cool. Like we pick a slightly more expensive shirt, and most of the comments on the reviews on our website are how nice the shirts are. So yeah, good products, cool designs. So again,
my JK
you can
one
find
on.
that at ap529.com/links.
Okay, yeah, look.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, you've got Jungkook.
Yeah,
Jungkook's
there's our
background.
we call it our
unique.
Y2JK design. We did
Yeah.
a retro series where everybody was assigned a decade, and we gave him Y2K era, so Y2JK. Yep, cool. And we are working on relaunching the shop on a different platform that'll make it easier to navigate as well.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody just cross your fingers as this baby doesn't come early.
Yay.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Wait
All
for
right.
you.
So, that's some ways you can support us if you have extra cash and you have funds. And now Quince is going to cover some ways you can do it for free.
For free.
For free skis. $3.99. So some easy ways that you can support us for no monies is you can like this live. It's super easy. Just hit that little thumbs up button.
You might have to close the chat if you're on mobile.
Yeah, if you're on mobile, you might have to close the chat to like the live and then open the chat back up. You can subscribe to our channel if you're not already. You should be. That way and if you hit that little bell, it'll let you know every time we go live, anytime we post anything. And that's a great way to support us. Also liking and sharing all of our stuff on social media. We are Army Project 529 on all social media. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Threads. Here on YouTube.
Blues and the Butterfly app.
Where the hell else are we?
Facebook,
We're on Twitter.
Twitter X,
Twitter,
We're on
X,
the
Blue Sky, kind
I
of.
think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, a little bit.
So, follow, like all of our stuff on social media. Share it. Tag us if you talk about anything related to Army Project 529. Please tag us. We love to scroll through and see that stuff on social media, and then we can reshare it, which is great. And then, like I was saying, and then that's just a great way to. The third thing is tell people about us. If you love hanging out with us and you love the community, tell other people about it. Spread the word, because we love welcoming in new Army friends, whether they're new to Army or not. We love welcoming in new Army friends and giving them some place where they can talk about Bangtan to their heart's content and not feel weird about it and not feel out of place, but feel welcome. Because one of our big mottos is friends don't let friends Bangtan alone. And so once you become part of Army Project 529, you will never Bangtan alone again. So spread the word.
It's a promise.
It's a promise.
Oh
Oh,
man.
right.
Is it time for Hobie?
I guess.
Let me find
All
my
right.
Hobie stuff.
Listen,
Hobie's coming.
back to member news, and because we do it in fan chan order, it's one Jung Ho-sek's turn. So J-Hope continues his North American tour of destruction And Mexico City was unfucking fired this week.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio's demise is going on now and tomorrow night. It is happening now.
Some of our
and
friends are there
tomorrow
tonight.
night.
Yeah.
And that city has had some major fucking plans in the works. They got this whole I can't wait to see the fucking videos coming out of San Antonio. They got city landmarks planned to light up purple. They got billboards all over the city. They had this whole fan banner thing. They're all gonna raise the whole stadium, the whole arena is gonna raise the same fucking banner during Future is the plan. I am excited to see these fan cams coming out of San Antonio because they're about to get wrecked hard up in San Antonio.
Yep.
New York's been there, Chicago's been there, Mexico City was already fucking wrecked before it got there. San Antonio, may all have mercy on your soul. Music's coming for your throats now and tomorrow night. Anyways, he has been making a habit of going live after the second night in each city. Previously, he's gone live about 2 hours after the show ends. So he had time to do his meet and greet, get back to his hotel. In Mexico City, he did us a flash live. So he was still at the venue when he went live, and he only went live for about 10 minutes before he lost internet. So it seemed to be a connectivity reason why he did the live the way he did it. He was walking to his car and he lost the internet, and then we did not see him again. He's also been posting some very dangerous videos to both his TikTok and his Instagram. It's been very violent in these here streets. He likes to post videos after each city with a little compilation. It's very cute. You should check it out. It's super awesome and fun. Mona Lisa came out last Friday. It feels like it's been longer, but it was literally just last Friday it came out.
Feels like it's been 5 years.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's been out 5 fucking days, guys. 5 total days has this been released upon us legally.
But I've watched it so many times that it feels like 5 years.
It has been forever. We got a very unexpected collaboration yesterday from the Louvre Museum itself. I might have pronounced that wrong. Did I say that wrong?
The Louvre.
Okay. The Louvre Museum themselves, on their official museum social media account, posted a video of J-Hope introducing his Mona Lisa. And then there were close-up images of the famous painting to the song itself. It was glorious and beautiful. And so people went to Big Hit and they were like, how the fuck did this happen? And they were like, listen, we got courted first. So when the original concept photos came out, the Louvre Museum posted on the Big Hit account saying, "You mean our Mona Lisa?"
Mm-hmm.
And then proceeded to officially follow J-Hope's account, the You Are My Hope, and the Big Hit official account on Instagram. And the next thing you know, a conversation took place between them, and we got this glorious masterpiece where J-Hope introduces the song. He sings it a little bit a cappella. They lead into the actual song, and we get the actual Mona Lisa with close-up shots that fit with the song. It was beautiful. If you haven't seen it, go over to the Louvre Museum's Instagram and check it out. It's a collab we didn't know we needed.
I think there's some army that work there.
Yeah,
I was going to say, who's running their social media that they weren't already following BTS?
There had to be army over there, and they were like, you know what? Shoot our shot. This is our time. This is our time. We have possession.
The time has come.
We are the ones in possession of the painting.
After all, Jin was running in front of it with a torch from the Olympic.
Yeah,
Games,
is this our third big France interaction?
Yeah.
Baguette armies.
It was beautiful. It was
Jin with
pretty
the torch.
beautiful.
Taeyong's been in and out of Paris a whole bunch.
That's true.
but yeah.
I was thinking about
Yeah,
the
he
torch
has.
and then the gala performance and then this
Mhm.
Well, I guess it would be our third interaction
in the past year.
military
Officially.
for post-military chapter.
Yeah.
Technically,
The Tammys love France.
I do.
We did get our remixes with the band and the up yesterday on the Bangtan TV YouTube, and they are on the. We got an official stage cam from the Mexico City concert. That thing is violent. I'm just going to warn you ahead of time. The man was on some shit in Mexico City because they were hyping him the fuck up. And that camera angle, listen, this man has been stepping on us since he opened his TikTok account. It did not stop with the stage cam because they set that camera up on the stage, angled that bitch up. It's violent. That's all I'm going to say. There's violence involved.
And also Mexican armies are so loud that you can barely hear him.
They're extremely loud. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We also, the Mona Lisa dance practice video, that happened. Yes, it did. The official music video happened too. All of it is uncalled for. It is unnecessary roughness on the play, is all I got to say about that.
Choreo is sublime.
The choreo for that is chef's kiss. We got a making of recording film for both Sweet Dreams and Mona Lisa, in which it is the cutest fucking thing you'll ever see, for one. And also he made the most adorable statement where he basically said he would very much like these songs to chart. And in that news, boy, the fuck are they charting. Mona Lisa has been number 1 on worldwide iTunes for 5 consecutive days. It reached number 1 in more than 74 countries, and it's number 2 on US iTunes as of earlier today. It debuted at number 2 on the Genius K R&B Daily charts in Korea, and it's his second top 5 hit on that. It also debuted at number 1 on Spotify Top Songs Debut Global and number 7 on Top Songs Debut USA. So he's getting it. And it is still trending at number 7 on YouTube worldwide, peaking at number 1, and now has, as of about an hour ago, over 9 million views on his music video with over 1.1 million likes. So
1 million of those are mine.
I mean, I've been streaming every loving fuck out of this song. It's been ridiculous. Billboard ran a fan favorite poll, and they announced that the fans chose J-Hope's Mona Lisa as this week's favorite new music.
We did.
Those are the big highlights in streaming news, since he said that this song charting was important to him. These songs.
That's right.
Sweet Dreams continues to cause chaos. Is officially debuted today on the global daily Spotify viral song chart. So like that one was pretty impressive because that thing released a few weeks ago. Sweet Dreams is now the 4th longest charting song by a K-pop act on global Spotify in the year of 2025. So get it, J-Hope. He had a guest appearance on Fairy's Table. If you have not seen this interview, you need to fucking see this interview. It is absolutely amazing. So for those of you who don't know, Fairy's Table is a show on YouTube. It is also called Fairy Jaehyung, where musician Jung Jaehyung invites guests to his home, where he cooks a meal and has an interview with them over his dining room table. He is probably one of the most respectful interviewers I have ever seen interview Bangtan. It was insightful. His questions were amazing. The whole interview is like an hour long. It feels like 20 minutes.
It doesn't even feel like an interview. It just feels like two friends talking.
It really does. And it is literally the cutest fucking shit you're ever going to see. Yeah. So you need to go watch the Fairy's Table over on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's cute as shit. Yeah. As a reminder, for those of you still doing concerts, and for those of you who have already done concerts, the scavenger hunt. Army Project 529 is doing a scavenger hunt for the Hope on the Stage tour. You can find it if you go to our website. Sorry. If you can find it, if you go to our website, go to guides, the HOTS guide, the AP529 scavenger hunt. There are 14 tasks, each of which, if you complete, we ask that you make a post on social media, tag Army Project 529, and use the Hope with AP529 and AP529 Hope Hunt on your posts as hashtags. And then there is a document, like a Google Drive document. Put your links where you have satisfied each of those 14 tasks. You can only do one. You can do all 14. It doesn't really matter how many. You just one link per task, proving to us that you have completed that task. And then submit that document. You will get 1 entry into the drawing per task completed. So up to 14 entries into the drawing. And you will receive a red crossbody bag similar to the one J-Hope wore during the Love Yourself concert in New York. It is the one that they sold on the Weaver's shop. So it looks very similar to when they sold.
That is
so that's your
selected as the winner.
prize. That is your prize
Yeah.
if you are selected as the winner. And like I said, you can have up to 14 entries into this drawing by doing each of the tasks. And they're super fun tasks, like take a picture of the crowd and they're all lit up for J-Hope, and take a picture with other ARMY, and it's super fun stuff. So anyways, I highly do that, and you can win yourself a cute little red bag. The way in which I wish admins were allowed to enter this drawing.
We were
so that
talking
I could
about it
win that
because
cute
I'm
little
not
bag.
gonna lie to you guys. Nobody has entered so far. Nobody has entered so far. So you enter.
So your
Because if
odds
you
are
don't-
high, is all I
If
say.
you don't, we will,
you
and we'll
don't-
Hunger Games it out.
Yeah, Lisa and I are gonna add in all of the shit we can add, and we will fight for this red bag. Right now, we're not eligible if even one of you enter this drawing. That's all I got to say about that. So maybe don't do it.
So maybe enter so that Doc and I don't have to fight each
Please don't make
Although,
Lisa and I
that would be
fight each
funny.
other, because we fucking will. And we will film this shit and we will put it on social. No,
No, don't tell them that.
No,
Anyways, I'm joking. I'm
No,
joking. I'm joking.
Battle,
But anyway,
battle in the mud.
do not make us Hunger Games this. Please
No.
enter this drawing. Anyway, station head listening parties are continuing. There's one that's going on now, and one tomorrow night at 9 p.m. These are probably pre-recorded because the man's on stage as we speak. So, but station head listening parties are a great way to stream the songs. So there you go.
Can you imagine if he
Next
was
up.
like station heading from stage?
That would be actually, that'd be pretty boss.
That'd be
actually,
fucking
He's
hilarious.
great.
Is what that
Watch
would be.
watch me multitask
If
while he's
anybody would-
dancing.
If anybody
doesn't miss
would
a
do
beat of
that,
choreo.
it would be Jungkook.
Right?
Yeah.
Like on his phone.
The playlist is just his concert set list, because that's what's happening. And then when
I
he talks
who
to
would
us,
do
they
that?
just let it go on station head in between. Nobody would be mad at this.
Amazing.
Nobody would be
I
mad.
can't listen to see what's happening because I'm in this live right now. But tomorrow night I'll be on that listening party.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, it's time for Jimin She.
Jimin Shi.
I need a new picture.
Look
There
at
he
how
is.
cute he is.
Uh-oh.
He's so pretty.
I can't hear Katie.
We can hear Katie.
Don't worry, it's
That's
because
'cause
That's
my
super
mic was
fun.
on mute. It's fine.
Oh.
I said, moving on to our friend Jimin, who I don't have a lot to say, not because we don't love him, but because he's been very quiet recently. And at this point, I'm thinking he's going to be quiet until he gets out. And that kind of makes me sad, but that's okay. That's okay. We're almost there. Speaking of which, we are 76 days until Jimin is back. 76
Oh my
days.
god.
So, yep, and of course his sassy bubba-eyed roommate. But for Jimin today, that's what I was going to say. Oh, please know, every time we or someone we're close to gets sick, we're like, send out in the universe, like, Jimin, we're sick. Please come yell at us.
Yeah, should I cough louder? Should I cough louder so Jimin comes and yells at us to stop being
Yeah.
sick?
You should come and
Right.
yell and Doc and me who are sick right
That's
now.
right. Anytime.
Yeah, we need
they
you
did
to
not
come
follow
yell
your
at
instructions.
Dobu because we failed you
We
and
failed
got
you.
sick.
And I did also, because I was looking for things to say, I did stumble
Jimin
on,
can yell at me.
hold on, it was either 7 or 8 years ago today, they posted a Bangtan Mom of Jimin playing the piano in one of the practice rooms or something. And I was
so
watching it to try to see what he was playing. He plays a song that sounds exactly like one of the songs on Face.
It's probably a melody that was stuck in his head for years.
Yeah, I think it's an
Yeah.
actual song, but it's the do 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 do. It's the one that sounds kind of like a circus. He
Circus,
played,
yeah.
he plays that on a piano
Yeah.
in like 2017 or 2018, and it's in a Bangtan Bomb. And I was like, that is the coolest
Yeah.
thing. It
I
may
was
be a real
rewatching-
song.
I was rewatching his production diary while I was writing this week's blog, and he comes in to P Dog's studio, and they were supposed to work on something else, and he just walked over to the keyboard and he just started playing that randomly. And P Dog's like, wait, no, keep going. And then they all start joining in, and that's how Face Off came to be.
Yep. Anyway, it was
That's
really
a
cool. I was
beautiful
trying to figure
head
out if it was like sampled anyway, then the live started. But go check out that Bangtan Bomb. Go
We
check
have
it
it in the blog.
It's
Yep.
cute.
out. Because it was March 25th I'm sorry, I didn't write down if it was this 2017 or 2018. Anyway, and he's also got, well, wait, will this tell us? He's got the serendipity blonde crimpy hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
What is that, 2018?
Yeah.
Okay, 2018. There we go.
Well, it could be 2017 or 2018 because he did crimpy hair for DNA too.
Okay.
Anyway,
Sorry. Back to the point. We talked about it for many, many weeks. The iHeartRadio Music Awards, they aired last week. We did not have a live last week because everybody was traveling. But they aired on March 17th, and Who won K-Pop Song of the Year as voted by fans. So congratulations.
Hey, Jimin.
Thank you, Andrea.
Go, Jimin.
All misrepresentation of facts I blame on the fact that I'm pregnant and I can't remember anything.
look at me. I said DNA.
There you go. You're right. Sorry. I was thinking the serendipity video.
No. I mean, it's fine. He was blonde then too.
Yeah. It's he hasn't really done that with other times.
Well,
Anyway.
he was natural blonde.
He was
so-
born blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
should always be blonde. Mother of fuck.
We have two Andreas or Andreas. I'm not sure. Tell me if one of you pronounces it one way or the other. Yes, I was also disappointed for Are You Sure? I'm not sure what happened. But
Me too. I voted just as much for Are You Sure as I voted for Who.
Yeah.
And fucking annoyed.
I was bummed.
I'm annoyed.
But in good news, Muse remained #1 on the Billboard World Albums chart for the eighth week in a row, which is pretty cool considering it came out quite a while ago at this point.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And that's all we've got for Jim and G. Thanks for coming to my ramblings.
We love
All
your
right,
rambling, Katie.
It's time for hold on.
Oh no, it's
We
time
got
for
a
tickle.
notification.
Hold on, it's just a
Wait.
trailer, or it's a teaser for Right Place, Wrong, or
Okay.
Right place.
Right People, Wrong Place, the documentary.
Yeah.
It's worth watching, but it's
fine,
not,
guys. Don't.
the movie's
don't
already
freak out.
How about some Mr. Darcy Tay to start us off?
She went off to grab something for Darcy Tay.
Mm.
Danger.
Time
That's
for
what
this
it
bit.
was.
His face.
It's
time for
fine,
this
guys.
bit.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Is that the magazine
How
that was
dare
creeping
he.
in my house?
Honestly, he looks like Taeyang right there. Am I the only one who thinks that?
No,
The
he does.
hairstyle. I
Yeah.
can see.
Oh, yeah,
so-
the hairstyle is similar.
There you go.
This rude motherfucker. How dare he?
Yeah.
How
Yep.
fucking
Anyway,
dare.
so B.
Ganar el magado.
One day we're gonna all come in at the same time, and you
One
guys
of the
will know what to do with
fucking
yourselves.
days. listen. One of these days,
One of these days.
Lisa and I, Quince and I are gonna learn the fucking lyrics to this, so that when we come in, we sound like we know what the fuck we're saying.
We know what the fuck we're doing.
day. One day.
Anyway,
It's
imagine-
not like I'm in charge of the research team that's in charge of the lyrics sheet, and I should fucking better learn the lyrics. No, that's
fine,
not
we're
it
fine,
at all.
everything's fine. So
Someday I'll have time.
it is 75 days until we receive our Vlord and Tavir back, along with our leader Namjoon. 75 days.
I can't believe it's only
Recently, because he couldn't stand anymore all of the attention that Hobart Anthony Nathan Jung was getting, Taehyung came home to Weverse. And he posted workout pictures because of course he did.
Because of course.
Because of course he did.
Yep.
Why would he not? That's
Why
what he
would
does.
you know?
He's like, hey guys, remember me?
Everything's fine, guys. It's all fine.
And I legitimately commented on his post and said, this is because I was talking about Hobie too much last week, isn't it?
I snort laughed when I saw the screenshot of what you commented. I won't lie.
This is my fault. I brought
There
this.
was a pretty fucking loud snort that came out of my mouth.
This is my fault. So he told us that he lost 10 kilos, which is about
Yes, he
22
did.
pounds. Where?
Can't see it at all.
I can see it in his face. His face does look smaller. It was a little more round a couple months ago.
All
So
of this
I can see it in his face, but I can't really see it
this
anywhere else.
this man losing 22 pounds,
Yeah,
aka 10 kilos, and still looking buff as fuck is fine. All of this is fine.
Everything's fine. So then he went on a comment spree on Weverse, as he is wont to do sometimes. As usual, he was trolling and teasing Army, complaining about how he wanted to go. People were saying, Taeyoung, we miss you, we want to see you. And he replied with, I want to see J-Hope's concert.
That was fucking hilarious.
He's real mad. He's big mad that he can't go to it right now.
He is big mad.
Like we said on Sunday, I'm sure he knows already. I'm sure we all know that J-Hope is probably going to have an encore final in Seoul, and it's probably not going to happen until they are all out of the military. And so we know that they will be attending that concert.
Yeah.
And Taeyoung probably knows good and well, and he's just laughing at everyone going, "Oh, I'm so sorry you can't go to the concert, Taeyoung Oppa." No, don't give him sympathy.
Don't fall
be
for
doing
that. Look at this man.
He's just trying to get your sympathy, knowing full fucking
Tata
well
Mike.
he's going to the final. Yeah.
Tata Mike. I can't. Army, I can't go. So yeah, and then people were like, I'm trying to lose weight. How do I lose weight? And he was like, have you tried eating meat? That was hilarious.
I thought you were gonna say, have you tried eating less?
Yeah, if you eat less, you lose weight. So helpful.
Apparently, when you are in your 20s-year-old man,
Yeah,
you
eat
less does in fact.
Doesn't work for everybody.
This is not factual for a large portion of the over 30 female population.
In less funny news, he basically another person posted and asked and said, Taeyoung, I wanted to know if there was a documentary that was going to be coming out or something that we missed. And he basically said no. So we kind of got confirmation of something that we'd suspected for a while, that there is no documentary that was prepared ahead of time for layover or for anything else having to do with his music. So perhaps we will have one in the future. We don't know. But as of right now, there isn't one that is like waiting to come out. So according to Taeyoung.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless he's trolling us.
Unless he's trolling. Because he did follow that up with, I didn't know that anybody wanted one. Sir.
Listen, I could see him troll us, and like 2 weeks after stating that statement, there suddenly being an announcement.
But according to him,
or
true to form,
his words say nay.
True to form, he could be just totally like fucking with us, which he loves to do. So, but
he love to fuck with us.
He could also be telling the truth. With Taeyoung, you literally never know.
You never fucking know.
Yeah.
This is why once upon a time I felt bad for the Taeyoung biases, and then this bitch wrecked me. So this is why this bitch is a force to be reckoned with on Run BTS, because you don't know. You never
His
fucking know.
face says one thing, but his voice is saying something completely different.
And his actions are totally different from all of those.
So you don't know.
Anyway, you never fucking know.
That is the news in Taeyoung. It is time to move on to oh god, where did he go? Where did
Jungkook.
Armagné?
I recently ordered the photo set from whence the red yellow card and that bullshit came from. So
You are the cause of my euphoria. Anyway.
No. Speed it up.
You know what? Shut up. let me live. 76 days, like Katie said, until JK returns to us along with Jimin. So yay for that. And then we don't really have much. Jungkook's been kind of quiet lately too, but we do have the The Moments exhibition, which is opening in NYC very soon. It's going to run from April 11th to May 11th. So for a whole month.
And Yeah.
will be available. And Patricia is going.
And
at
a
some
bunch of armies from the project are going, and we're going to go there on April 12th. So
Yes. So the early bird tickets the early bird admission is over, so you can't get that anymore. But standard tickets are still available. They're $30 right now. I think there's a discount for senior citizens and also for kids. But anyway, those are available now.
And if you go in between the week and not on the weekend, you get a special gift. So
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So if you guys go, there's plenty of time. You can still go to that. And if you go, please do post pictures and tell us about your experience there.
Yes.
Exhibit.
I love living vicariously through City Army and K Army who get to do the things.
Yes.
I very much enjoy that. So I love your pictures and your posts.
And that is all for Jungkook.
Jungkook.
All
76
right.
days and I don't have to drink alone.
That's fair. All right, real quick. OT7 news. BTS reunion. We have 86 days, people. 86 days until 7 Bangtan members are together. We can do this. Okay. BTS is a group and some members were nominated at 34th Seoul Music Awards, and it appears all the members with eligible releases were nominated. Not really sure, though. People were saying Taeyoung's missing. I'm not sure why or how that even works. And then other people were saying, oh, that Music Awards is payola or da-da. And so I'm like, I have no idea. I have to do a little bit more research. But I do know that they've been nominated for Main Prize, Bonsang, K-Wave Award, R&B Hip Hop Award, OST Award, and K-Pop World Choice Group and Solo. So as that kind of comes more to light, because I didn't have time to be on Twitter today. And of course, when something like this happens, there's Twitter back and forth, and then you have to kind of wade through everything to find the truth of what's actually happening. So yeah, so there's some OT7 news, but 86 days. 86 days.
So. 86 days, people.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a couple pieces of Hybe news this week, which we like to report on because it's the company that they helped build, and it's obviously their parent company. And it's interesting to see what the parent company is doing because sometimes it trickles down and affects what BTS is doing, or it's all tied together. So one of the things we read about this week was that Hybe America acquired a California-based company called Confirmed 360. And we dug a little bit into what that company is. I got really excited about something, and it turned out to maybe not be what I thought it was. But Confirmed 360 provides VIP experiences at music, sport, and fashion events. They have been in business for a little over 10 years. And I found some older stories of maybe some people who felt like they'd gotten bamboozled by the company, like they weren't given what they were promised, but those stories were like 8 to 10 years old. It seems like now they're officially partnered with some major league sports teams. It seems like they're pretty legit now, and I would hope so if I acquired them. And yeah, so it's really interesting. It seems like it's very custom. So what they have on their website is you contact them and talk about what you want, and they set you up with a suite and a place to stay, and like it's pretty interesting. So we're all kind of like, I wonder if they're going to be taking over and doing VIP experiences for BTS someday. Never know. Now, what I got really excited about was that one of the articles I read said that Confirmed 360 had 2 years ago acquired a company that had a ticketing platform, and I was like, what? But I went and dug into it today, and I could, from what I could tell from their website, the company is called Granted, and I went there, and it did not appear to be a ticketing platform. It appeared to be a list of events, and when you clicked on it, it just took you to Ticketmaster, and I was like, well, what's the point then? So I'm not sure. That part I couldn't get, but yeah, the company is called Granted. So yeah, we'll keep an ear out to see what's happening there. Are they trying to get into that kind of experience concierge business in America? That would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then the next piece, Patricia.
The next piece is Bang PD was seen in Mexico City day one. He shared a backstage photo, and that backstage photo has like very interesting people on it. It had the president of Hive Latin America, which is like this new part of Hive that has been like established for the Latin American market, and a Telemundo executive. Telemundo is one of the most important media companies in Mexico. Very powerful. They have like television stations and things like that. So yeah, he somebody's saying that he was looking really good. Yeah, I think he lost some weight. He looks
He
really
lost a lot of weight
He
recently.
lost a lot of weight. He looks really good.
Been on his health journey.
Yeah, but it seems that he's making the contacts in the industry in Latin America. He's hanging out with the big ones, like Telemundo.
We don't know what that means, but
And we don't know what it means. We think that probably maybe there's something in the works to kind of show some banked on content in
that would be
Telemundo.
something for, Hive Latin America.
Yeah, I was
Sure.
gonna say it could be BTS. It could be we know that they're debuting a group. It could be that they want to build relationships for their Latin American groups. Who knows? But
But considering that Latin American music is big, not only in Latin America but around the world. I mean, like the Grammys have their Latin American version, and some of the markets of Latin America are super powerful in the music music industry. I mean, like Brazil has a pretty powerful music market that is kind of self-sustainable, and it's pretty big. Like there's a lot of names that are making the Billboard charts that are singing in Spanish.
yeah.
So it's kind of logical that Bank PD wants to get into that business. So
Yep, just a little bit of Hive news. And now, finally,
And now
the midweek tea.
Time for the midweek tea. It's the midweek tea. All right. What we're starting off with is Jungkook, because we have seen a lot on these here social media about the information that we received recently about JK.
Yes.
It was reported on Naver recently that, and this is how the title read of the original article that came out. BTS Jungkook, 8.3 billion won in stocks stolen while serving in the military. This has understandably caused great distress amongst many army.
Mhm.
And it has been spreading like wildfire, that information all over the social medias. However, deep inside that article and in many other articles I have read reporting the same information with similar, very misleading and clickbaity titles, as they do, have all said the same thing. And reportedly, what happened was JK had a total of 33,500 shares of Hive stock stolen in January of last year.
2024.
January 2024. Roughly 1 month after he enlisted in the military, there were 33,500 shares of Hive stock stolen. This was worth at the time around 8.4 billion won, or roughly 5.7 million US dollars. Now I can see why this is worrisome. However, the thief who used JK's name to open a securities account moved and stole the stolen stocks over, and subsequently sold 500 of those stocks to a third party before Hive figured it out. So they caught this thing first hours of it happening, and they stopped it. So Big Hit Music stated that as soon as the company and the artist learned of the criminal act, they immediately took measures such as suspending the payments to the account and restoring it to its original state, thereby preventing actual damage. So this is where the title becomes misleading.
Yes.
Of the 33,500 stocks that were stolen, only 500 got sold to a third party. The other 33,000 got stopped by Hive immediately.
Yes.
There was then a civil lawsuit filed in 2024 by Jungkook for the return of the 500 shares of stock that had been transferred to the third party, and the Seoul Western District Court ruled last month that the third party must return the stocks. This is why we have not heard about it until recently, because the wheels of justice move very, very, very slowly. And it was not until last month that the 500 stocks that had actually moved to a third party were court ordered to be returned to Jungkook. So in the end, he has lost nothing. He did not lose $5.7 million.
He's fine, everyone.
He is fine. He is fine. He not only never lost the 33,000 stocks, the 500 that actually were lost were court-ordered returned to him. So in the end, while the clickbaity titles on all these articles and social media posts are very inflammatory and very like, come look at our article, he did not actually, it should have read attempted.
Moral of the story:
0.7 billion won.
read the articles.
Read the
before you
fucking
share-
article.
Yeah, just read.
Read the entire article.
I'm a big fan of RTFM, which is read the fucking manual. Same thing with clickbaity titles. If you click into it, read the whole article. Anyways, Big Hit Music did also explain that in addition to legal action, they've also implemented measures to strengthen the security of their artists' personal information in order to basically stop this shit from happening again. So there you go.
Next up,
JK is safe. Nothing happened to him.
he's good.
He's fine. He did not
good.
lose any money.
His money is fine too.
His money is safe.
We're so pleased.
And his eyes.
There you go.
And get paid for that house and that karaoke room. No. So.
Next up,
An update on the New Jeans court case. So there was a hearing, I don't know, I think it was about 2-3 weeks ago. A temporary injunction hearing. Basically, there's a longer court case trying to determine if their artist contract with Adore, which is a subsidiary of Hybe, is valid. And that was just going to run its course. And then New Jeans started promoting independently. And so Adore filed for an injunction to basically say, while this court case is being decided, can you please stop them from doing individual or independent activities? So what's been decided so far is that temporary injunction, it was granted. So New Jeans has been prevented from advertising, recording, performing, basically any kind of independent activities that would have been covered under their artist contract. The court clearly said, no, you have a contract for this. You may only do those things under the contract that you've already agreed to. So that's not the whole court case. Again, that's just that's the temporary injunction. That was granted the day before they were supposed to perform at, I think it's some kind of music festival in Hong Kong called, I think, Complex Con. So they went ahead and did that show, and immediately after their performance announced that they'll be going on hiatus rather than working with Adore again. They've said that they would rather do that, than work with them again. So they're going to wait until the court case is decided. So the first hearing in the full court case begins on April 3rd. I have absolutely no idea how long it'll take, how long we'll go. I'm sure it will be many hearings, etc. So we'll keep you posted on that. But again, the reason we report on this is because it's a sister company of Big Hit, which is BTS's label. It's a subsidiary of Hybe. And also it's about the relationship between K-pop artists, idols, and their labels, which is, it's just very interesting to us.
This is a very unprecedented case. No, it's a very unprecedented sort of case. Like,
it's an artist saying, I feel I was mistreated by my label for these reasons, and I declare my contract is done. And the label saying,
the way
that's not how it works.
The way that it eventually will shake out will affect everybody in the K-pop industry moving forward. So it is important information to have.
Yep. Right.
All right. Last but not least,
the guys do a lot of stuff for us, the 7. Jin held his hugging event, and Hobie goes down off the stage to, take pictures and get close with Army and, shake hands and stuff like that. But you know what happened in Mexico City was somebody wanted to just run their hand down Hobie's chest
Over the
And
shirt.
We don't do that.
No.
I don't know how else to say that. Like, we don't touch people like that. That's non-consensual. It's assault. You know, and there were some people on the internet that had some pretty bad takes about that. Like, well, he knew what he was doing when he came down off the stage. No. Hard no.
Not how that
Hard
works.
no.
No.
You don't touch them like that. Like, Jin was hugging people. What happened to the lady who kissed him on the neck? They're filing for an assault charge.
Finding out. She's finding
Okay.
out.
She's finding out. And so when Hobie comes down and is shaking hands or putting his arm around an army or, you know, fist bumping or doing like that, that's definitely not an invitation to touch anywhere on his body with your hands. And so I just don't know how, again, I don't know how to say that any clearer.
I mean, I think one of the best analogies I've heard so far is because some people were saying by him jumping up on the barrier, because he jumped up on the barrier and then somebody decided they needed to touch him, that was him risking it, basically. Like, it was something that he knew was a possibility, which I think is bullshit. And the best analogy I saw to that was when you are in a crowded subway or a bus and you happen to be standing holding the bar and you're right in front of somebody who's sitting. That action is not an invitation for them to grow.
No, exactly.
It is not.
It doesn't matter that he's providing entertainment or that he's like interacting in that way, or that even if he's touching, I think even if he is touching somebody, like Christina said, putting an arm around because he's been doing like pick opportunities and he's been like interacting with people during songs. Like, even if he is touching, obviously you're going to be touching him in some way back, but that doesn't mean that your hand can then wander to other places, because that's not an open invitation. And just because he happens to be standing there and maybe you're next to that person, it's not an open invitation for the next person to touch him either.
Appropriate. So when an artist jumps up on a barrier and you're close enough to touch, the appropriate action in that point in time is to hold your hand up towards them but not touch them.
Yes.
And if they're okay with interaction, then they will touch you.
Yes.
That is the appropriate type of interaction with any artist. If they jump up on barrier close enough for you to touch.
So,
in fact, I want to bring this up. One of the ladies that Hobie held and took a picture with, or was singing to the other day in the concert in Mexico, is one of the ladies that was wearing the frame. I read of somebody that was there in the concert. She asked him in Korean if he would hug her. And that's when he put his arm around her.
Yeah.
Right. Again, that is the
one thing is asking
action.
for permission, and another thing is touching without asking for permission.
So I think it's just a good reminder of something we feel very strongly about here in this project, and that is that these are artists that are also human beings. And you don't have the right to stalk them, to touch them non-consensually, to chase them down. You just don't have the right to do any of those things. And the thing is that you're going to wreck it for all the other army, because what's going to happen is they're going to get afraid to do those things. They're not going to want to come down on the stage. They're not going to want to hold hugging events and things like that. So, and think about how happy all the people were that got to see him that close.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's anybody here that's listening right now that we need to be reminding this to, but I think it's just a good reminder just to if you see some really bad takes on the internet, that it's like, you know what, go read about what consensual touch means. Just
keep in mind,
take a step back, take a breath, and just think about these guys as human beings.
Yeah.
Okay. And think about if you would want somebody to touch you like that.
You can definitely put yourself in their shoes, thinking of, being a woman, being on the street.
Yeah, man.
We get that all the time. We get that all the time. That you were asking for it. No, I was not asking for it.
Right.
Like by jumping on the barricade, he knew what would happen. That's almost the same thing as saying like she was dressed for it. She asked for it.
It's the same thing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And on the front of ruining it for other army, if any of you saw that footage, who knows how long he would have stood on that barrier for army and how many arms he would have reached out and touched. But the minute somebody non-consensually decided to grope him, he jumped off that barrier. He like recoiled so fucking fast and jumped off that barrier. And so like, who knows what would have happened had that person not chosen that terrible course of action.
And keep in mind,
so they've already ruined it for other armies.
What Christina said about they might not want to do stuff like this anymore. Think about how hard it is to access BTS as it is. Because this is not 2014. This is not 2014 where they're going to small fan meetings and they can touch everybody and like do high fives and hug or shake hands and take pictures with every single person. They are not at that point anymore. They are so fucking famous. They can barely do like they just can't do that kind of stuff anymore. It's not safe. Yeah. It's not safe for them. It's not safe for the people who would want to attend. And so it's clear that they are trying to do what they can to get those kinds of interactions still when it's possible and appropriate. And it's clear that they want to be able to have personal interaction with Army. So please stop fucking it up.
Yeah.
For Army at large, just stop because or stop fucking it up for BTS, honestly, because clearly they are the ones that really want. Like Jin wanted to hug all those people. He really did. He fought for it for months. He told us he fought for that, and Hobie doesn't ever have to come off the stage if he doesn't want to. Yeah, but clearly he loves that interaction, and if you want to ever have a chance of possibly being able to be that close to a member of Bangtan, then tell everybody, don't make it weird.
Yeah, please.
Just don't make it weird at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Don't make it weird, and consent is consent.
Right. Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, that was some good weak tea. I mean, like Patricia, like Doc said, that was
it was actually like mildly strong.
Yeah.
It had been steeped longer than normal. That tea was.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. So, for a reminder, first thing is for those that are into it and want to do it, voting, streaming, charting. We have a channel in our Discord where we have many lovely people that send voting reminders, that post when they vote, that talk about the different awards and things. And I tend to gather all that stuff up as often as I can and also put it on our webpage. So streaming the hell out of the music is a really, really good way to get close to Bangtan, right? So Mona Lisa remix is out right now, and that's really the one that we're pushing hard. But of course, we're always pushing for everybody's music too. So yeah, join the Discord and join that channel if that's your thing, and we will help you out.
And speaking of Discord, which you can join at the link in the chat, ap529.com/links. Come hang out with us there. It's a chat app. It's text-based mostly, but we also have video and voice channels where you can just hang out with people at random times of day. And we have tons of watch parties. We have watch party almost every day of the week, sometimes more than one a day in different time zones. Really cool stuff happening. BTS content, general K-drama content. Yeah, come join us and hang out with us and get to know us a little better, and we'll get to know you a little better.
Cool.
Christina talked it up earlier. Thank you so much, Christina. She said some wonderful words about this week's blog. We are in week 63 of the blog. It is week 3 of Jimarch. So we are in the midst of next week is our last week of Jimarch. We will be wrapping up our month-long celebration of Park Jimin. And this week is called I Won't Hide Anymore, Even If It Hurts. And it is mostly about his debut solo album, Face, which this past Monday had its 2-year anniversary.
2-year anniversary of Face.
2-year
Nice.
anniversary for Face, yes. We will be having our watch party that Katie just mentioned. We'll be having our watch party for the weekly content tomorrow night, the North American one. Europe had their watch party today, but that will be at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow night Eastern time. Join us. We watch content. We talk about it. We have a ton of fun. There's going to be probably some feels this week, some feels. So join us for my little, I had a great difficulty. I'm not going to lie. I had great difficulty writing this blog. It took me, I struggle with depression and anxiety as it is, but it took me like right back to how I felt during the pandemic. And it was difficult, but it was also cathartic, which is why the word at the top of the blog this week is catharsis. So please come and join us and have fun. And then last but not least, I'm trying to save some of Doc and Patricia's voice here. Our next YouTube live is Sunday, March 30th. So a few days from now, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, here on these YouTube streets, right here on this very channel. And that will be our weekly, we do a deep dive and we get into like hard-hitting topics. We don't do as much news on that day. It's more like us talking about a topic that we feel strongly about. So join us for that. Usually Stephanie comes up with the topic and she leads the discussion. And just a reminder, if you guys are wondering where she is tonight, Stephanie is in a very busy season at her job right now. And so this is why she sometimes can't join us on weeknights right now. But big news, next week, next Wednesday, our midweek tea is going to be returning to TikTok. Ta-da!
The TikToks.
Jazz hands, everyone. We decided, we talked about it and we decided that we really kind of missed having two platforms that we were going live on. We missed the interaction from TikTok. We love being over here on YouTube, but we love we missed the interaction that we were getting on TikTok as well. So we are returning our Wednesday. The Wednesday midweek tea is going to be returning to TikTok. It will be on the project account. So make sure you are following us on Army Project 529. I do believe that we will still post the lives later here on YouTube. I'm pretty sure we'll probably just go back to that format. But as far as we know, there's no ban going on again.
Yeah, that was the other thing, is it seems to have stabilized.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no longer a constant looming threat of will TikTok exist next week.
Yeah, but if that pops up again, we'll just come back over here. It's fine.
The 90 days runs out in like 30 days, but like Be So For Real is probably not going to do anything.
Yeah. And we have a much easier time technologically speaking on TikTok.
Yes.
Much easier. It's gonna be much easier on us once Katie ejects the baby. It will be much easier on us to only have to do one YouTube live a week.
Yeah.
So there's many reasons, but we do honestly miss TikTok.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on with this decision, but
yeah.
Also, Wednesday's format seems to work a lot better for TikTok because we take turns doing the member news, so we don't talk over each other as much on Wednesdays as we do on Sundays. And so the lag over on TikTok between our accounts isn't as important.
Yes. And we will give reminders in Discord. We will try to remind you as best we can.
And we'll try to post it on the Project TikTok too. So we'll be returning.
Gonna be back.
Don't forget about the scavenger hunt, guys. Where can they find that again?
If you go to our website, ap529.com, there's a section in the top bar that says guides, and there's one that says like HOTS tour guide or something like that. Hold on, I'm trying to find. Doc helpfully wrote it
Yeah,
down. I need to find
I
it.
wrote it down. I wrote it down up here in
Yes,
JO's
guides,
section.
HOTS guide, and then on that page, it goes through the entire scavenger hunt, all the different things you can enter it for. Again, there's 14 things, but you don't have to do all of them. You can only do one of them, and you get one entry, or you can do all 14 of them and get 14 entries.
Yes.
But the form you need to fill out to enter is linked on that page.
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Yes. And
All right.
Katie, do you want to mention the meetup really quickly before we go? Because we didn't
I do.
mention it. tonight.
Yes, because I forgot to write that down. So we did make a change to the meetup registration. We're gonna let people register as individuals, even for double rooms, because we were having some logistical trouble trying to match people up with roommates, and people were getting really gung-ho to sign up. So now you will register as an individual, and when you register, you can either indicate, yes, I already have a roommate, and here's who it is. No, I don't have a roommate, but I want you to try to match me up with one. Or, no, I don't have a roommate, and I don't want one. That's it. So you get 3 choices. So more information at ap529.com/link. Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments at the same time. Yeah, please come hang out with us. It is going to be such a stupid good time, and we're really looking forward to it. So go to the website. If nothing else, at least go check it out, and you can see some of the pictures from last year, and you'll see what a fun time we have. And we really hope to present something that is worthwhile and fun and worth your money and long weekend.
Yes.
Listen, they will all be back by the time we meet in Kansas City. They will all be back. So you do not know, you have no idea what they're going to drop while we're there. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that every time that we've been together, we had a stupid good time. So it's so stupid and good.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always good.
There's a
It's always
question
good.
I'm
about
reading them right now.
It says actual concert attendees, right? Or did we say it was only for people attending the concert?
No.
I think there are some that are.
Yeah, no, there's some that you can do even if you don't go to the concert. Like there's one you can spell out hope using items that you have in your house. You can do a sing along. You can take pictures. There's a couple you can do without actually having been to the concert. So go check out the list.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's a lot on there that you can do if you didn't go to the concert.
Yeah. And Georgie, I'm glad we gave you some new lingo. Says you ladies have me using cool in my daily life now.
You're fucking welcome.
Nice.
You're fucking welcome.
Nice.
On that note,
all right. We love you. Have a good rest of the week.
We love you, Borahae. We'll see you Sunday back here. Have a great night.